Hello, everyone. This is episode 24 of the LOWBAT podcast. You'll hear early on that this episode was not planned, but Tyler and Duncan saved the day and have a chat with Casey and I. We go over a couple of stories, and Casey tells us about his trip to Seattle. We utilize the infamous Pail of Ponder and also play a new card game on the set. If you like our conversation, hit the subscribe button and enjoy these chaotic crew podcasts every third episode.
You are now listening to the LOWBAT podcast,
a weekly show highlighting members of our local creative community and featuring topical conversations with members of the LOWBAT production team. We're your hosts, Casey House
and Fabian Castaneda. Through our own experiences as musicians, visual artists, and business owners, we saw an opportunity to provide a platform for people just like us to deep dive into what it's like to pursue a lifestyle outside of the norm.
Without further ado, welcome to the LOWBAT podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to the LOWBAT podcast. Tyler's really tired. Everybody cheer.
Woo!
Yeah! Good morning.
Morning.
Good evening.
Fuck all
Good
you
afternoon.
niggas.
It's high noon somewhere in the world.
You know what? That's
It's
a-
high
It's probably,
noon.
where would
It's
high
low
noon
by.
be right now?
We're in what?
What time is it?
Who are we?
It'd be like the others.
Who are you
Probably
people?
in like East Asia right now. It's like 10
Japan,
o'clock right now.
definitely. Yeah,
Probably.
11.
I don't know what time it is anywhere. I know what the weather is because we were looking at that
Oh
earlier.
my god.
Yep.
Spent-
Why was that so
We
interesting?
spent a good like 15 minutes just checking the weather. In
We had to fill all of our
cities
time
around the
because
world.
a guest didn't show up.
Hey.
Damn.
Not going to say who.
Call them the fuck.
Yeah, this is
out.
interesting. This is an impromptu crew episode because we had a guest, booked.
Bail.
They just
Yeah.
they just never responded.
First time that's ever happened. It's pretty disappointing.
I wonder if they ever see this and like they,
I
they
can
put
almost
two and two together.
I can almost guarantee they were not, are not, and will never plan to see any of the episodes that don't involve them.
You think that until
Here's
one day we get a
here's what
DM.
I'll say. Hopefully I'll remember this, but I will on the episode that they do appear on. I'm not going to say who it is, and I'm not going to call it out, but I will do this. You'll know.
Still third.
Those of you will know
Oh fuck.
who it was. I'm just going to do it completely out of context. How's that pot pie over there, Ethan? Got you in the middle of a bite. I saw they went and I knew I had to ask.
Casey, I hope whenever this does happen, it's going to be the beginning episode. You can say, "Hey, and welcome to the LOWBAT podcast."
You can't even do it. All right,
I don't remember what it was.
I'll teach you. You ready? Watch. That's it.
4 steps, easy.
That was beautiful.
Ow.
Not gonna ask.
Nope.
What?
I was like, how'd you hurt yourself? Not
I hit
gonna
the
ask.
mic.
All right. Okay. See,
Yeah,
that's
these
reasonable.
microphones
I
are
thought you
deadly.
just hit yourself and you just. Never mind.
Uh,
It's late.
Yeah. So for reference, also soccer ball here. It is 10:28 right now.
We normally film at around 8 o'clock.
Yeah. So
It's one of those. Can you put that back in? That was very satisfying. How well
Well,
that
It
So
was
is this,
very.
though.
It fit perfectly.
If it fits, it sits. Are you okay,
so
sir?
Now
I
we
guess
definitely have to have the explicit tag on this episode.
I'll
God.
point out that we're recording this after another episode. I assume this will come out afterwards. If not, then spoiler alert. I was gone for a week and I
Wow.
missed an episode. And I was in Seattle
Seattle?
for anybody who wants to hear about that. All right, we'll move on. I won't talk about it.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Seattle's a cool place.
Yeah, tell us all about your adventures in the Pacific Northwest, please.
I was going to visit my friend Jordan and his fiance Arlene, as well as
Shouts out to Jordan, Arlene, and fam.
as well as my brother lives in Seattle, and my friend Ryan lives in Seattle. I've talked about him and Jordan. I think I've talked about all of them. Doesn't matter. We had to go see them.
They matter.
And it was technically Everett, I guess, which is like 40 minutes away from.
Okay.
We went. Go ahead.
Hold on. I've actually been there. Did you go to the Funko Pop? Like.
Yeah, we
Fuck
did.
Yes.
There's a significant
Yes.
Funko Pop thing.
No, it is like the Funko Pop store.
Oh,
The.
the
I'm gonna do something that's gonna annoy Ethan either into doing it or not doing it. We'll find out whenever the video comes out.
Stay tuned.
There's a specific picture that I took there. I'll give it to Ethan and he'll put it right now.
Oh my god!
All right, well, we'll see what happens. If you don't see it, it was a picture of Stan Lee as a giant Funko Pop. I sent it to both Ryan and Tommy because they were like asking me like where I was. And I sent it to them just to see who would like pick up on it. I sent them no context. Tommy was like, "LOL, what's that?" Ryan was like, "Oh, you're an Everett, got it." But yeah, Ryan took me there, or Jordan took me there, and it was that was really cool. I got to see a bunch of Seattle. I got to go to Mopop. I got to go out to a bar, like a late night thing. Went on a hike, which was really cool. This group of people, we go on hikes fairly often, more than any other group of friends I've ever had.
Hikes are the shit.
Yeah, and
They're pretty lit.
We went up Mount Baker, and we got stopped at a waterfall that we weren't able to cross. I wish I hadn't talked about this before the podcast because I'm telling you guys something I already told you. But
You're talking to Ethan right now.
I think I've already told you too. Well, yeah.
No, well.
So
Damn.
live with the guy.
So I have a question.
Go ahead.
Did you check behind any of the waterfalls that you crossed for treasure?
Well, we weren't at the bottom of them, as you saw in the video that we can't get to load properly. If we do figure it out later, it's gonna go right now.
Beautiful.
It was like one that you walk across, not where the water was actually like.
Oh.
I don't know, going down.
I feel bad. I feel bad for all the people that are listening to this podcast and not viewing it, because like all these things they won't be able to see. So if you are listening, we do have a YouTube, and you can watch the podcast.
Oh
Just
yeah,
letting you know.
Probably the better way to experience this
Give
too.
a plug. Oh, every time anybody asks me about the podcast, I send them
The YouTube link?
The YouTube link. I'm like, here's the video. It's just better. Do you have something to say? You have a mic in your hand? No? Well, I'm gonna call it out and say something.
And we're gonna have.
Hear from
I was just gonna tell
our
Tyler
queen.
to stop leaning in front of the damn camera. Lean on your other hand if you're gonna lean, sir.
Yeah, come on. It's a professional production here.
Yeah, we're professional.
Is it? Are we? Okay,
Is it?
cool. Lean
We
on
have
this
lights.
dick.
We have cameras.
We
The
do have
Defiance.
lights.
We have multiple
With
angles.
action.
Look, this is what happens. I was prepared to be professional for 1 to 2 hours max, like 3 hours ago.
But I mean, like, look around.
Granted,
you.
it is
Look
no
at
one's
this. You ready? Close up on them. Close up on me. Them again. Center shot. We got angles. That's professional as fuck.
We're
If
just
if these last like 3 minutes haven't convinced people to watch the YouTube portion, then I don't know. What
Yeah,
to do.
this is. We're gonna do nothing like audibly interesting this entire episode. It's all gonna be physical gags.
That's a tall order.
Remember to
I
like
think
and
I'm ready.
subscribe.
Like this is gonna be really cool. Watch this. You're supposed to catch it.
But you proved your point so well just now.
Tyler, why didn't you even try? Why not?
Are you proud?
No, you're supposed to catch it.
I wasn't told that.
I feel like it's pretty obvious. Somebody's about to throw a ball to you. You catch it
I mean, depends
or
on
hit
the
it,
sport.
or you don't just let it hit you.
I mean, if it was soccer, that was illegal.
I mean, you're right. I guess if you caught it, that would have been illegal. But then what I did was illegal.
Well, they could have been a throw-in.
Yeah,
could be the
it was-
goalie.
I was throwing it from out of bounds.
or the throw-in.
It's fine. See, again, just another reason people just need to watch this.
Yeah, I'm not even going to say specifically what happened, but it was great.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was some good shit.
The suspense.
Anybody else have anything interesting to fill me in on while I was gone?
Well, you were gone. We filmed an episode.
Are you going to say with who? Or are you going to keep that?
I mean, it should be out. I don't know what the order is.
The
so
release schedule is already set, not including that episode. So.
honestly, this is probably going to be pushed because it's a crew episode.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we recorded an episode with one of my best friends, Ricky Blue, which was really cool.
Bleh, bleh.
And
Bleh,
then it was
bleh.
really interesting that everyone was texting Casey telling about how awesome it went. And I'm like, yeah, fuck Casey. Don't need him.
Yep. He's not important.
I mean,
God is that.
I'm the captain. No.
it wasn't anybody who it wasn't like a non-belief thing or something. It was or a non-trust thing. It was me being like, this is the first episode I'm not here for.
I bet you were stressing.
I was worried about it the entire time.
That's kind of adorable.
Yeah,
Dad was
I
worried.
got really drunk to cover it.
He drowned his sorrows in alcohol and
for
turned to the
anybody who
bottle.
knows me, I don't drink at
Casey, do you have a problem?
This podcast is actually going to be the intervention.
Oh
Casey,
yeah,
About
you
his
have a
one
problem.
instance.
Casey, you drink alcohol twice a year. That's too much.
Too much.
Too damn much.
I probably drank more alcohol last night than you drank that entire trip.
I drank twice, which was more than I've drank all year.
Wow.
And one of them was I talk about this. We played Don't Drink and Drive with Mario Kart. Everybody familiar with what that is?
For those that are not familiar, what is it, Casey?
Let me not have my phone on the table going off.
We're in an episode, Casey.
Right.
I know. I was just talking about professionalism. Your elbow is still.
I'm
up.
literally watching a baseball game as we're filming
Yeah,
this.
baseball game right there.
No one saying shit about that for real.
I was watching it a little bit. Arco, not a sponsor. What was the question?
What is Don't Drink and Drive?
What a nightmare. So Don't Drink and Drive is where you play Mario Kart. Each race you have a drink, whether it's like a mixed drink, a beer. Unfortunately, we only had Mike's Hard, so that's what we were doing. It was a variety pack, so remarkably sweet, and they also were room temperature. So
Yuck.
that was rough.
God.
We were not prepared. We streamed it with Jordan. It was like kind of a makeshift, like last minute thing. We were like, oh yeah, let's do this. But we played that, and so the way it works is you start the race and finish the race, and the goal is to have your drink be completely empty by the time you finish. The catch is you cannot be moving while you drink your drink. So there's a lot of ways to do it. You can, like, every time you get hit and stopped, you start chugging until you can move again. A lot of people just chug at the very beginning or race the entire race, get to the end, and then chug before they cross the finish line. There's a bunch of different ways to go about it.
Which tactic did you use? Curious.
The tactic that I used and that I learned, there's a better version of it, is to chug the entire thing at the beginning.
Yeah.
You just, when the race starts, because you get all the good items whenever you're in last, so you'll get back up to the front anyways, and then you
Smart.
don't have any drink left.
Very smart.
The trick is to drink about half of it, start gunning it, get up to near the front, and then whenever you get hit with a blue shell or you get hit with a lightning bolt, you chug, because it's going to take a while for you to be able to get started anyways, and everybody is going slower. So for like the lightning bolt. So you finish chugging your drink and then you go, and usually that works.
That makes sense.
For
Strategic.
yeah, for reference, I won. But I won
Proud of you.
by disqualification of the other two. Steven and Jordan could not finish the third drink. On the third race, it was just too much, too sweet, too carbonated, too everything. Couldn't do it. And we did a fourth race, and we took like a shooter of sake or whatever, which my first time having sake.
How was it?
It was all right, I guess. It was,
Okay.
it was weird. It wasn't alcohol bad, but it wasn't good either.
Oh man,
Classic.
I'd be
I don't think I've
very
ever had sake,
interested
so.
in seeing what happens when you drink soju.
What is that?
So soju is it's a Korean, like, I don't know if it's rice or plum wine, but basically it's very notorious for not really tasting like alcohol at all. It doesn't really taste like any. So people will just chug entire things of soju, not knowing that this shit will hurt you. this shit does not love you at all, and they get ridiculously fucked up fast because they just don't know. So I'd be real interested to see what happens when you drink soju.
There was one drink that was.
I'm curious now.
There's one drink that we had at the bar that was a shot of. It was like dark red, and it tasted like medicine.
Are you sure it just wasn't medicine?
No.
Casey out here sipping lean.
I'm gonna text Ryan and ask him if
I'm
he
the healthiest
remembers
person
what
in
it
this
was.
bar right now.
Because it was like 40% or something, and you didn't taste any alcohol. It didn't taste good, but it wasn't alcohol. It just, and like that pushed both Jordan and I over the edge. we were both like, yeah, I'm feeling it. You know, we're chilling, we're good. We took that, we were like, yeah, I'm drunk now. And I also had a blowjob for the first time. The drink.
I had to preface it.
I didn't even message him.
I
it
needed
doesn't matter. I'm not
more
gonna do it.
space between those
What?
two
How do you
statements.
make that?
What, a blowjob?
Yes.
I don't know what it was.
It was just on the
It was-
menu. It
It's
sounded
just
cool. It
there.
said, I want to be able to tell the story.
I was there with a bunch of people, and I don't remember even why it came up, but I bought a shot for everybody, and it was blowjobs because it has whipped cream on top. And somebody mentioned it, and I was like, I've never had that before. So sure, like a drink with whipped cream, that's weird. I was like, whatever, I'll try it. And yeah, everybody got one and it was fine, I guess. I don't know.
Was it? I mean, how was it?
Fine. I don't know how to talk about like alcohol and like I can go into detail about food, but alcohol it's just gross. And it's always the same kind of gross.
I can kind of feel that.
So
Well, it depends. The further you're into it, like the more you drink, the less gross it gets.
yeah, I mean, I
'Cause you
did
just stop
get
tasting.
my favorite drink in the world, which is a Dirty Shirley.
Ooh.
Okay.
That shit, those are so damn good.
Blowjob right after a dirty shirt.
No, Dirty Shirley was before the blowjob.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Who do you think administered the BJ?
Chop, 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 chop. Fuck.
Huh? Oh, the baseball game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fabian out here coaching.
That's interesting. It's so funny that like hearing you talk about alcohol because it's just not like a thing you talk about because you don't drink.
I don't know.
I never drink.
See,
I probably won't drink again for the rest of the year.
We can change that.
let's not. I mean, I feel like I have a very skewed perception of alcohol just because of college and us. So I secretly was very clutch. I still had a military ID then because my parents were in the military, and I forget the cutoff age, but I was definitely old enough to buy alcohol, but under that cutoff age. Shout outs to the National Guard. And so I would have like a friend of ours like drive us on base. I'd get us all on base because you could just do that. And we go to the packing office. Yep.
Yeah.
And we would get Everclear
Oh my! You get,
and a bunch of other shit.
The good stuff.
Everclear is anything but good.
But like, okay, good in the sense of get me fucked up stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's all that's for.
See,
I'm pretty sure you can
trying
clean
to-
medical instruments with Everclear.
I'm trying to get out of that. Every time I drink, I ruin it. Every time I drink, I go
too far.
too far.
And I feel that.
I never drink.
That's where I'm at right now,
because
too.
it's not good. And then I'm like, oh, if I'm drinking tonight, I'm gonna get drunk. And then I keep going. And it also like because almost every time I drink, everybody who's there has never heard me drink or see me drink
drunk
before.
Yeah.
Or see me drink at all usually. So everybody starts making me drinks or buying me drinks or whatever it may be because they're like, oh, I want to see him get drunk. And then I get really fucked up. And so like this time, I'm pretty sure everybody but Steven, that was their first time seeing me drunk at all or drink at all, including my brother. So
I used to
That's
be the type
wild.
of person that like, if I was drinking, it was to get drunk because I did it so seldomly. But now I'm just like, I just drink.
I'm still that type of person. I drink to get drunk. Like when I get drunk, I just drink Fireball, take like 3 shots, and
well,
just keep going.
Jesus.
See, that's what you did when you were younger because like you're like, oh, this kind of tastes like something I'm familiar with.
I mean, no,
I
it
do the
tastes like
pain.
shit.
Big
it
Red,
tastes-
dude.
It
No,
tastes like
who-
pain, and
Okay, hold on.
you don't drink it for
do
the
you,
taste.
Do you
drink it to get drunk.
unironically chew Big Red gum?
No.
Okay, what? Okay.
Well, the first
fine.
time, because again, back in like when you're just below the drinking age, like that was something that you just drank because it's kind of tastes good if you don't know what everything else tastes like. It was just
No.
it was also very popular when I was like 19, 20.
what, Fireball?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Fireball was
it was just popular, so everyone had it.
Yeah, it was
It's-
it was
it's-
everywhere. That doesn't mean it was
you
good
realize
at all.
and then you realize there was better stuff out there.
It's really not that bad though because the cinnamon like it's like 2 different burns. It's alcohol and cinnamon
And then
burn,
cinnamon.
and then the cinnamon kind of covers the alcohol burn, so it makes it not that.
It
bad.
doesn't actually. So what's funny
No, it
is
seems
Does
like-
not at all.
Meant
So-
if you believe it does.
No. Listen, there's a better version of it. Just get Jack Fire.
Oh well, yeah, no, I've had that. It's a lot smoother.
It's way smoother. Like if you want a cinnamon whiskey, fuck Fireball, Jack Fire all the way.
I have an issue where I used to have a much bigger issue whenever I worked late nights where I would show up to every party or whatever like late.
Yeah.
So I would get there and everybody's already drunk. So I would go into the kitchen by myself and I would take, depending on how wild I wanted to get, I would take 6 or 8 shots. That was always my
You
bread.
had to play catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bigger dude and I'm Irish and I've learned that I can put drinks down. So just naturally, over time I've learned I can really fucking drink before I get fucked up.
How does it feel to have a dumb high constitution stat?
I fucking hate it because
It's more expensive.
yeah, it gets way more. Which actually, in Seattle was the first time I drank at a bar. Well, I've had I've had drinks bought for me, but I've never like gotten drunk or bought alcohol at a bar. and new experience, fucking expensive.
You never drank at Shaka's?
No.
Not even as like a patron?
No.
Interesting.
Every time that I drank there, it was because somebody would walk up with shots. And I'd be like, all right, I guess I'm taking a shot. Especially not, but I've never played drums drunk before. Or under any influence besides like prescription pills.
Besides, like,
Interesting.
Is that like for a show or just like practicing?
I've just
your
never
own?
played a drum set that way.
Huh.
I'm so glad I never played a show drunk. I couldn't imagine. I honestly I want to, or I want to like
Try?
play practice or something,
Yeah.
like just fucked up and just see, because the amount of shows that I've played where one or more members of my band was drunk.
Oh man.
You don't want to be that person.
I don't, but I do.
So I whenever I'm touring, I usually pick a day and I let everyone know, hey, this day I'm gonna have zero responsibility.
Don't trust me with shit. I'm getting fucked up tonight.
And there's definitely been a day where like I'm loading my kid on the stage and I'm like, man, this is about to be
This
this is gonna be a shit show, and I'm sorry, guys.
Things are going down.
You know, at least
Do
you
I
let them
talk
know
about
though.
this?
Yes.
Yeah.
You gave them
Yes.
fair warning.
You
And
give
I felt
them a
bad for I
calendar.
don't think I'm gonna do that in that specific thing anymore. I'm gonna wait till afterwards. But yeah, I pick out days. Because
I'm trying to
I
figure
kind
out
of
if I should talk
band-aid
about
everything
something.
else though. Like I'm kind
I
of
believe in you.
responsible. Hi Casey, what are you thinking about?
There was something else I did while I was up there, but I'm trying to figure out if I should talk about it or not.
Was it smoke weed?
A version, yeah.
Okay.
You took an edible.
I did edibles for the first time.
This is
Oh
gonna.
man.
I mean, technically, that's legal when this comes out.
All
in
right.
this state, anyways.
Well, I mean, what is it? 2019 right now, in January of 2019. Ignore any other sign that it's not that.
Yeah.
So whenever this comes out, it's gonna be so far in the past. It's crazy.
Casey,
Uh-huh.
I think you're good.
No, I know. I was just trying to think about it. And I was like, do I really want to
All
talk
right.
about that? But
So you brought. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt.
We literally
you, but
have
I
an
to get
entire
this
episode
out.
of these two on shrooms.
yeah, no, I know.
Oh, my
No,
God.
it has nothing to do with like the integrity of the podcast. That's way out the window. No, yeah, I did, but I honestly don't know if it had the desired effect, because it was the day that I got there, I think, that I did it, and the day that I got there, the night prior, I slept 45 minutes. So I had been up, and then the night before that, I also had a bad night of sleep of like 2-3 hours. So I was like deliriously tired, and then I did that, and it was like hard to know what was like delirium and what was like the weed or whatever. So I don't know, but it was cool.
I'm trying to remember the last time I was like sleep deprived and did weed. And I don't.
Did weed? Did the marijuana?
Did
it.
weed.
The marijuanas.
I honestly I think it's like really hard to tell, even when like you know what you're looking for. Like the feelings are almost very similar.
See, that's what I was trying to figure out, because like as somebody who my past is with much more intense pills and stuff, the idea of doing like smoking weed, I was like looking for a feeling, and maybe that's not how that works.
Okay.
Is weed like a mood? Like I you know what I
Is
mean?
weed a
Like,
vibe? It can be.
I genuinely
It's a vibe.
like,
I will-
don't really know. I know there's a bunch of different types and they affect you differently.
The
and-
body high of like eating something is incredibly different compared to smoking it. Like
Yeah.
it is.
Okay.
It is like taking two different types of drugs.
Welcome to weed class, everybody.
Yeah, welcome.
Now we're gonna learn.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh God.
I mean, I've only taken edibles, and it's definitely like whatever I have felt has felt like more physically throughout my body.
Yeah. Like I guess the way to describe it is like edibles are like you feel it in your whole body, but when you smoke it, it's like in your head. So it's like you don't really like, I guess you can feel it in your lungs depending on how you do it, but it's up here more than elsewhere.
Okay.
Unless you smoke too much, and then
You're
trickles
just,
everywhere.
it is outside your body.
yeah, you're lost in the sauce at that point. I will say
Yeah.
though,
I didn't have
the way
that
you
much. I think she said it was 100 or 150.
And
milligrams.
how much did you have of it? Like the whole thing?
Yeah, it was in like a little baggie of. It's Seattle. They have science weed there.
They did,
Science
yeah.
weed.
It's not like
So
Oh, they have whole stores. Dude.
Oh yeah,
It's-
it
it's
wasn't
lit.
like some
yeah.
dude made it. It was like, no, this was made in a lab.
Yeah.
This is like test tubes and shit.
Science.
They know.
I will say the when you when you asked if it's like a vibe or like a feeling, I will say for a good while, I would like smoke weed and I just didn't feel anything. And I was like constantly doing it to like try to find a feeling. And then I realized I needed to calm down because I couldn't feel the feeling because I would smoke myself to sleep. I would get myself.
See, but that's
I would
what
go
want
too far.
anyways. For me,
It does
It's
help.
kind of like
for my
It does
personalized
help.
like use. I'm looking exclusively medicinal. I like being sober. It's why I don't drink. It's why I don't do anything else. I prefer being clear-minded and being sober. So, smoking to be high isn't what I'm interested in. Smoking or eating edibles or whatever it may be to because I have a bad back, and then to go to sleep to relax my brain so I could sleep. Which there was indica, I think is what they said.
Yeah.
I should aim for that whenever. Obviously,
You're not
it's
really
legal
going to
and-
get because they have hybrided the shit out of every plant. So
Hybridized.
you're going to get like a mixture every time. I don't know if pure indica exists. It might. I don't know.
Regardless,
Well, if you do know, mention it in the comments.
let us know. But we can end that there, unless if anybody has anything else to add about weed. I have nothing else to report about my experience.
I think the most high I've ever been was on a road trip, and I don't remember half the road trip.
Oh God. So
That's just road
fucking
trips.
Seattle. Okay.
Ooh.
I got Jesus Christ. I went there for business reasons, and I got way too high and decided I was hungry. And my hotel was across the street from a Whole Foods, and I don't really go to Whole Foods like that. So I was like, "Fuck it, man! I'm hungry. It's still open." I go to Whole Foods. I go to the second floor of this Whole Foods, and there's
Because
peanut
there's
butter
multiple
cup.
floors.
Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
And there's like Whole Foods branded peanut butter cups, and they are the most delicious fucking things on the planet. High or like sober or not, like they're just
I was
fucking
gonna
amazing.
say.
They're just fucking amazing. Also, chocolate covered pretzels from Whole Foods, c'est magnifique.
Wow.
We get them. We get them. I get them. me and my
You were multiple
me and my
people at a time.
me and my 4 personalities at this point get them. We have to go back downstairs in order to check out. There's a lot of fucking stairs here. It's at least like 30 stairs. And instead of going to like the side where I can like hold on to something, I decided to go down the middle of the staircase. So I go down about 7 steps, far enough to like I'm committed to these stairs, and I can't go back. And I can't go back. And I immediately feel like my sense of direction, my sense of gravity just go. And I'm like, oh fuck, I do not want to fall down these stairs. So I have to sit there for like 5 minutes trying to like make sure the ground is real. I eventually get down these stairs, and I have to check out.
I wish that there was like a
camera.
camera.
Yeah.
Probably. I'm probably like
Of just
there's
like,
some
yo,
Whole
this
Foods in
dude's freaking
Seattle
out.
that has me. high
You're
as shit in
probably
Whole
on a
Foods.
website somewhere.
I have to check out. I go to this nice woman who immediately sees what's happening, and just I see it in her face that she's just like this poor boy.
This dude is fucked.
Just this. She gives me the strongest bless his heart eyes, which I wasn't expecting so far from the South. But god damn, those hips were strong. I eventually waddle my way back into my
penguin
hotel
walk.
room and just crush an entire bag of Whole Foods peanut butter cups, and it was delicious.
Hell yeah.
And that was the most stressed I've ever been while high. Like just getting down those fucking stairs was like a life or death like decision for me. I was like, yo, if this becomes a thing, how do I explain this to people? Like what is going on? How does like does insurance change because I'm high? Like these are all very real things I'm thinking about. Like I'm just so scared of fucking up.
I like
Oh,
how
man.
the second floor of this Whole Foods somehow turned into 30 stairs. Like I
was-
want to know how high the second floor is.
I know it was a lot of stairs going up.
Oh.
But like I didn't matter going up. It mattered a lot more going down. But that is all for me. What do you have in the box, Casey? What's in the box?
Yeah, Casey, what's in the box?
What's in the box?
Oh no, it's a sad movie.
Got a hole in the box.
So
Put your junk in that
you
box.
guys are all familiar with Philip DeFranco, right?
No.
Are you
No.
really- you're not.
Nope.
0. I hear y'all talk about him. I smile a little bit, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
Is this
At this point,
wait?
I'm too
Hold on.
afraid
Is
to
this
ask.
for real?
100%.
Oh wow, that fuck.
All right.
So
Okay.
I do want to ask this question. So I'll put it at the top. But so what he does, he has a podcast.
He's cheating.
Shout out.
You know what the
Defranco.
question is?
Well, yeah, we're not asking it for me.
What?
Just hold, please. He has a podcast where I got the idea from him. He asks these questions. There's a bunch of different versions of this like card game or whatever you want to call it. There's like relationship versions and whatever, and it asks personal questions, and often it can spike really heartfelt, interesting conversations.
If you get me to cry, I'll give you $1.
Well,
You have to get me to cry.
Okay, I got vinegar somewhere. I'll just throw it in your eyes.
Ooh, now I'm excited.
Anyways, so yeah, it's just something to ask a couple questions. I'm curious how it's gonna go. Never done it before. I haven't even gone through these questions. I only know the one that I just put up there. I've never opened
Rude.
the box until now. So
You primed yourself. That's cheating.
I'm gonna ask this question to you two, and then
Yeah.
one of
Fabian.
you pull the next question, and you can, I guess, ask us two or whatever. I don't know how this works. This might be a train wreck. We'll find out.
Next time on
Wreck.
Dragon Ball Z.
Duncan,
Hi.
when did you realize you could trust Tyler?
When did we meet?
At some point in Office Max.
Some point in Office Max.
Think back, think deep.
I'll be honest, it wasn't Office Max. You are a hard ass worker and rarely talk to Office Max. And I didn't
Sounds
know
about
that I
right.
could be friends with you until I started hanging out with Ethan. And then that became a thing. Honestly, you're just a trustworthy dude. So probably the first time that we actually like hung out.
Sick.
Yeah.
That was cute.
That was
Yeah.
cute as fuck.
At Ethan's I guess dad's house in the house that was literally falling apart and had a hole in it, and we probably played like D&D or some board game or something. And then I looked at Tyler and he looked at me, and it was love it.
Fireworks everywhere.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I feel that.
Phil Collins playing in the background.
Yep.
No, just the, oh my God.
I can feel it.
Just the Tarzan soundtrack playing.
Yeah.
These, if it's a bad question, feel free to
No,
just
hold
set it
on.
aside.
I have my answer for Duncan prepped.
Ooh.
Oh,
already
yeah,
fucking
okay,
know.
cool.
All right.
I was
Already know.
assuming it's gonna be similar, the same.
No.
Go ahead.
All right. So we went hiking. I forget where, somewhere in Shenandoah. I completely. we You were there. I forgot about that. Yeah.
That wasn't in Shenandoah, was it?
Somewhere.
We were talking about. Was it North Carolina?
No, it was in
It
Virginia.
doesn't matter where. What
So,
happened?
I'm thinking that's something different then, but I want to hear this story now.
So we fuck up this hike. We park in the wrong spot. We end up hiking like 3 times the distance
That
we
was
should've.
North Carolina,
All right, well, whatever.
I think. Ethan.
No,
you said
Oh
this
my
isn't
God.
whenever I learned to trust you, Fabian.
Right?
I'm pretty sure that this was
Hello.
Hi, Ethan.
Shenandoah.
What Tyler is referencing is Shenandoah.
Was
it?
However,
Is it?
there is a similar story at Raven Rock.
I don't
Yeah, that
think
was Raven Rock's
Fabian,
what I was thinking of.
I don't think Fabian was at
I don't
this
think I
one.
was at this one then.
Yeah.
Let Tyler speak.
No,
I'm saying.
fuck Tyler. I want to
up.
tell the story.
All
I
right,
don't
that's
know
fair.
the
Fuck
story.
Tyler. So we fuck up. We end up hiking like 3 times the distance we probably should have. We
12
get to
miles.
we get to like a natural spring thing. It's lit. We hike back. The last like mile and a half was, oh my God, the worst experience I've ever had hiking. Worse than the Raven Rock thing.
That's
That-
what I
that
see.
fave-
But I've heard stories of this one that you're mentioning. Now.
So basically, I just don't have water. I don't have food, and I am completely.
None of us had
completely
shit.
tapped. Yeah, none
We
of us
had like
had
a
shit.
granola bar for this hike that we thought was going to be like 3
Sustenance.
miles. Yeah.
And I'm completely tapped to the point where like I have so little water in me that I can feel my muscles twitching, trying to like work,
Fuck.
and it's just not happening. So Duncan, being the fucking Olympian that he is, runs to the end of the trail into like the store that's at the end of it, buys snacks, and then runs back, which is like another mile.
Fucking what?
Still, yeah, like another mile back. Gives me, it's like me, Amanda, and Lizzie. And Amanda and Lizzie are just kind of straggling back because like I can't fucking walk. And like he gives me the food, and I've never felt like I've never felt more like trust in a person in my life. Like holy shit.
So-
like it got to the we get to a Mexican restaurant at the end, right? And I was like, Duncan, give me your phone. I call this man's mom. No bullshit. I call his mom and I says, Miss Holterhouse, I need you to understand that your son is the greatest fucking human
my
being
God.
this side of the Mississippi. Okay, this dude is my fucking homie. Like, and Mrs. H is cool, so she laughed at it, and she was hyped. But yeah, that was the moment
That's
I
so
knew.
cute.
I still remember, like, I gave him the water bottle first, and he grabs it, immediately turns it off, and does the usual Tyler thing when he has anything that has water in it, where he just tilts it up and then it's gone. It's some sort of weird magic trick. He just whoop, and it's gone. I'm not convinced he actually drinks. I'm just convinced he's a magician. He's committed to the
Puts it
bit.
into his body.
Yeah, he actually walked away dehydrated off that, but. Yeah, like it was like instant. I'm like, all right, chill, you're gonna throw up. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, yeah.
So my body absorbed this water immediately.
I needed every
Needed
ounce.
it.
Yeah, that was a fun trip.
Damn. Hell
That's
yeah.
cute. That's real cute. I forgot about the Duncan superhuman story, the superhero story.
The thing that I don't think I told anyone is I was actually losing like circulation to extremities that day. Like I was actually like my
Said,
like
I'm just gonna run now.
certain parts of my body were tingling. I was like,
It was
I
the
don't-
dick.
Who am I asking this question to?
You get to choose.
Oh, I guess I have to ask a very specific person about me. Oh,
Sure. I mean, if you
Wait,
were curious,
Let's all judge Duncan.
this
Let's
was
go.
worded as, when did you realize you could trust me? But I put it
Oh.
to you guys. So however you want to do it.
all right. Casey and Fabian. If you never met Fabian, in what ways would you be different?
I guess vice versa for Fabian if you never
And
met
even
Casey.
vice versa.
I think I would be musically a lot worse.
Fair.
I would have never taken the risk of trying a music studio. Failed, but we tried.
We tried.
We really tried.
The Rumble Studio.
Rumble Room. Get it?
Whoops.
I mean, this probably wouldn't be happening because,
Yeah.
like, he was the person that I talked to about doing a podcast years ago.
Yeah, and that's why we're hosting it.
Yeah, like, honestly, kind of a lot. He's like, he's one of those dudes that's like been around for like since I was probably like 12. I knew who you were. I don't know if you knew who I was.
I know who you were. You were Patrick's best
Well,
friend.
it was before. It was before I was.
And then Bro
Patrick.
Squad. You were the
Yeah.
little kid.
I was
that hung
Cor-
out
I was
with-
always
with
Corey's little
Corey
brother.
and Carter.
Yeah. So dude was always around. So honestly, probably a lot. I'm curious about how many like instances would have gone differently. Like that were like impacted indirectly. You know what I mean? Like
Seeing
we didn't
that-
realize we
See
impacted
that
it.
second branch?
Yeah. But honestly, like a lot, I guess. I haven't thought about it, but yeah, the podcast, music, which are like the two biggest like pillars in my life right now. So
Yeah,
there's
I
my
mean,
answer.
for me, it's just like hanging out with Casey has like it branched me out into like a lot of different friend groups, especially like we had our show friends and stuff like that, but like most of those show peeps, I don't really hang out with them outside of shows. But like we hung out with Matt and Patrick, which is like a second family to me, and then being introduced to everyone here. With Ethan and them and then everyone at LOWBAT, just another connection. Regarding like music and stuff like that, he's like one of the first people I always like ask for his opinion. So, because I trust it that much. So having that person is really nice to have. So, and then of course, long car rides. Me and Casey can talk forever.
The amount of times, like whenever before I ever like lived with Patrick or anything like that, like years and years ago when like we were like friends by proxy, there were so many nights where he would come over to like do stuff with Matt, and then Matt would go to bed, and him and I would stay up until like 6 a.m.
Yeah,
just talking about just nothing. We would just talk all fucking night. I completely forgot about that too.
That's
Yeah.
cute as shit.
That's probably happened like 5 or 10 times.
Yeah, that upwards to a dozen times. And like car drives back from Richmond where we don't even put on music.
That's some married couple shit,
Yeah.
This is cute as fuck. I like this game.
right?
Yeah, this is way more heartfelt than I thought it was gonna be. I don't
Bearing our
know if
fucking
I assumed the
souls.
camera was on me, but I felt like I was showing like embarrassment because I don't know how to handle like people speaking kindly, like
Yeah,
towards
same.
me.
That's
I don't
a
know how
weird-
to do it.
It's a weird
Yeah.
thought, isn't it?
Yeah, Well, fuck yeah. Yeah, your turn. You pull.
Oh God.
Wait. No. Favor's
Wait.
turn.
No. Well, you pulled one. He pulled one.
Yeah, so then
Let's
we
just-
go to you.
We'll just
Let's just go around the table.
Clockwise.
Tyler.
Cool.
Tyler.
We're on the table.
Oh.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know what that one was, but I pulled it.
And it doesn't have to be you two, us two. You can ask if it
Yeah.
makes sense. Ask.
I
everybody.
actually wanted to ask that question between you two because I know you've known each other for a long time.
Sure.
Oh God.
Yeah.
All right. Here's one. Here's a real relationship aspect. How honest are you two with each other?
Ooh, this is just a question on honesty, I guess.
Perception check. Go.
I think we're pretty honest.
Yeah, I have no
Rolling
reason
the
not to
dice.
be, which is useful. Like
Yeah.
like with y'all's like trust question that y'all had, like I was thinking about like how I felt between you, Duncan, and Tyler. Like I have no reason not to trust you. I've hung out with you guys enough to know that you're genuine.
I don't
people.
know. First time I got Chipotle, I left your order.
Damn.
That is true.
You know that
I-
that knocked it down a point, but you've
Yeah.
gotten it back since.
All right, cool.
So everybody's here. Duncan will forever and always be right here. Still trustworthy, but I don't know.
Just right below.
Not really with Chipotle though.
It's just -1
You
compared
did
to
come
everyone
through
else.
with Chipotle today, and I think everybody agreed that was exceptional Chipotle.
Yes.
That was amazing Chipotle.
that was top notch Chipotle.
All right. Honesty.
Damn, fuck my life.
Yeah, fuck you.
I
You-
missed
you,
out on goat Chipotle.
you decided to buy a car.
Just
Arguably more important.
Guys,
mean, but was
Ethan
it-
bought a new car today. Like what the hell?
no. Don't cheer him. Don't clap for this man.
Yeah.
But just
We-
to
we
put
haters all
just to put a
2021.
bow on the question. Me and Casey attempted to start a business together. There's a lot of
We
trust
did.
involved in that. So.
That is true.
We did. We
Yeah.
Is this the studio or
Yeah.
like? Oh, okay.
just didn't have the right people, right clientele. It just didn't all come together.
Yeah,
Happens.
happens. Yeah, not mad at it.
What do you got?
Ready, Freddie?
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
Ooh.
Casey.
Ooh.
Oh God, why I asked somebody else? Fuck.
No. I want you to talk about someone else.
Ooh.
What does Duncan's future look like?
I think Duncan's future is annoyingly brighter than the rest of ours.
I hate it.
Duncan,
I could see that.
I honestly feel like all 5 of us in this room have bright futures. I try to surround myself with people that can inspire me with hard work or their knowledge or whatever it may be. And Duncan is the most already set for the future. Like his version of being set is so far beyond mine, and like stability and shit. It drives me crazy.
You do stay on some other shit.
What?
You are constantly on some other shit.
Look.
You're also incredibly hardworking as not only just
Sometimes.
in like your field of like your current career, but like running a mile or two to go handle that. Like you just kind of like jump at whatever you need to like make shit happen. And I think that's one of the big things that's going to lead to you being successful from this point on.
I need you guys to chill because my depression is like wanting to fist fight you right now. So just,
It's like, there's no way he's this cool.
I'll
Yeah.
take that. I'll take that fight.
all right.
I'm saying I will
Hell
fuck
yeah.
that nigga up, bro. Fuck depression. Stab him in the face.
Perfect.
I think
I forget
out
the
of like
song.
everyone in this group, I don't think anyone is gonna have like a bad future. I think we're all like pretty hardworking
I agree.
and we're all sexy as fuck.
Yeah. So
Hopefully we'll be lucky enough to all have a very strong future with this.
Future.
future.
Imagine.
Remember to smash that like button
And subscribe.
and
Okay.
subscribe.
Tell a friend.
We please,
Yes.
we need it.
Please
All right.
pay
I
attention
think
to us.
I think we'll probably do one more round
Ooh.
and see
Okay.
where we're at that point.
All right.
These are fairly similar questions.
You don't have
You
to.
can
You
skip
can, you
it.
can just put it right at the bottom.
I think I'm gonna
Yeah,
skip
just-
that one.
Just slap it. Slap it real good. Ooh,
Oh fuck.
Oh.
he's excited.
Man, I want to ask this question in multiple ways, or like to like everybody, but like
There are no
can't.
rules.
There are no rules. Only Zool. That was a Ghostbusters reference.
Tyler and Ethan.
Oh,
shit.
I'm
Okay.
bringing
Throw
Ethan
'em
into
in.
it.
The black guys.
Oh,
I say this because you guys
Happy
have been
Juneteenth.
friends, like close friends, the longest. What would make you end your friendship? Right?
Dun, dun,
That's a good ass
dun.
question. The darkness.
I don't fucking know, dude.
That's a real hard question.
If Tyler like shit on the hood of your new car, would you be mad?
I feel like he'd be
Be
pretty
mad
upset.
and end a friendship are two different things.
Yeah, I don't think I would like end a friendship over shitting on my hood.
That's kind of funny.
as
Like,
long as he cleans it,
I can
right?
tell you, I absolutely would not. I would never think that's funny in the moment, but afterwards, I'd be like, "Man, you remember that time you shit on my car?"
And we don't
Right
live
off
far
the
from a
lot.
car wash, so.
That's very true.
Oh fuck.
That's gonna be more than a car wash.
Yo, imagine
Yeah.
walking
But,
through a car wash with like human shit on your hood. And, like the dude that like sits at the
Drive in
front.
and they're just like,
Someone has to clean that up eventually. It's gonna end up like it's gotta go down a drain or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Don't do that, please. Though.
I don't.
Disclaimer.
I really don't want to.
Yeah, at least wait a week.
Great. I don't know. I think I'm pretty good at holding on to friends in general. Like I can only think of like whenever I think of like a friend that I've lost in like a serious way, I can only think of one. FJH.
Damn.
That's an old song.
What a fucking throwback.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
I want to just say it.
Nah,
I
don't
won't
do
do
that.
it.
We're professionals here.
For the
I'm with
last-
you, audience. I have no idea.
There you
No,
go.
we'll get over
you
this
after.
later.
We'll tell you when you're older.
Okay.
I think for me, it would have to take some like extreme level of deception.
And you like rolled a nat 1 or something, and you just didn't see it, or like if you saw it and you saw it coming, would it be different?
I'm done with you, Duncan.
This is a serious question. If you saw the deception coming, if you knew what was happening, would it affect you differently than if you were like blindsided by it?
I think so because I feel like I would react differently. I feel like I'd be like a lot more like invested in it if I had like a feeling, you know, like a hunch. I feel like that would just like create some kind of like rift in itself.
Would it be worse or better than if you were blindsided?
I just think it's funny that Duncan is the one.
Look, I have no clue what I would ever do to like not be friends with this dude.
Well, no, it's what could he do?
I don't fucking
Like
know.
he
I would-
fucking just clocks your mom.
I mean, my mom can
was
fight.
it justified?
so- I mean, my mom can fight.
Tyler's like, my mom would win.
Yeah, Tyler. I've only met your mom a handful of times, but she will whoop my ass. I can without hesitation.
Also, honestly, it's if it really comes down to that, it's not me you really have to worry about. It's my little sister. She truly doesn't give a fuck. She will actually kill you. I'd be thorough, but you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta we gotta do this shit again on Friday at some point. So but she would actually just kill you. I have no clue what you could possibly do to just make us not be friends anymore. I genuinely don't know,
like
dude.
I want to have like a cool, like super deep answer, but it's really like surface level stuff. Like,
I don't know. Fuck my wife, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, like that type of shit. But like that goes without saying. Anyone would stop being friends with anybody for that type of thing.
Unless you were into it.
It's a bad question.
Go ahead,
Fuck
Dunk.
me then.
I mean, would that end our friendship?
No, that would just flourish our friendship into something new.
True. This one is a similar question.
Something new.
What if they're all the same question just worded differently?
I do have this one is amusing edition. We'll pull that out. On
What is this
another
one? What is this one
I don't
called?
think we've done this enough to talk about
Friends edition.
Actually, I have a meme answer for the question that I just thought of.
Okay.
Back when we were in ATC together, we sat right next to each other.
That we
And
did.
I didn't sleep a lot in high school. I've never slept a lot. I still don't sleep a lot. But in high school, you had to be up at the ass crack of dawn. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Yes,
We were
sir.
like having
No.
your ass in a chair at 7:25 in the morning. Fuck all that.
Nope, I didn't have that. It was 8:25 for
So
me. Get wrecked.
we were in
Wow.
ATC. We sat right next to each other. That means we spent like that was a long class. We spent like 3.5 hours together every day, right? So I was asleep. Not asleep. I was sleepy. And one of the ways that I cope with like a lack of sleep and like being sleepy is I chew my nails to like have
Amen,
as like
sister.
a fidgety thing, and he used to always fucking stop me.
Oh, yeah.
Chewing my nails, which like, yeah, thank you, but also like we're adults now. If I was like 26, 27, and you were still grabbing my fucking hand to tell me to stop chewing my nails, I probably would stop being friends with you.
So let me be me, all right?
Signing off.
I don't know. I feel like this question would be great for Fabian.
All right.
When was the moment you decided to get to know Ethan better?
Soccer, probably.
Soccer.
Yes, because like for the longest time, Ethan was like a dude that I knew, but like, and we had like similar friends. We both played music, but then like everyone started playing soccer with him. I was like, I kind of want to learn how to play soccer. So we, my very first soccer league was the men's league in a division that was kind of tough, and I had never played soccer before on an actual soccer field. Well, indoor field, but still in a league.
Fuck someone up.
I was horrible.
Oh,
But yeah, I mean,
I
I was like,
Same.
I was like, oh, this is fun. And everyone on this team is fun. And yeah, I guess that was the time where I decided to really be his friend. And now look, now we're part of a production team together.
right.
Yeah.
It's really weird to we all barely knew each other like a year. Well, I guess you two knew each other really well, and we knew each other really well.
Ethan has been the link.
Truly
The link.
the missing link, some would say. Oh man,
I feel like is it the same answer for you, Ethan? Or?
Ethan?
I don't know. I'm so shit at questions like this. I don't ever just like sit on my own and think about
deep.
this type of stuff. I don't think deep.
We'll
Dig
do it right now.
Deep.
I only think deep about Doom, not like
Like the video game?
When did I make friends?
Oh. I feel.
Whatever. Ask
You don't
that
have
question.
to answer. Like,
I mean, I think yeah, soccer's a good one. I mean, like you were always like a dude that was around, as Casey mentioned earlier. And then there's like the OG like Polaris Bears We Scream War days.
oh yeah.
Nobody listening to this, Google either of those, please.
Please.
So like you were always around, but yeah, I would
It's on
say,
Spotify if
Right
you're
about
curious.
soccer and like
It's like because when
fuck.
Matt and Patrick got into soccer,
bounce back.
like
Bounce
that, that year of the,
yeah, it was
the
kind of
World
like
Cup.
all those worlds like merging.
Yeah, and yeah, because they were like, oh, Ethan plays a lot of soccer. Justin played a lot of soccer.
Yeah, and that turned into like the birth of like the big ass game nights and all that stuff.
Because when you weren't playing soccer, it was game night.
And it's weird that like we started.
night.
We're coming up on 7 years of soccer at the field house.
Jeez.
Yeah, dude. Like it's pretty much my entire adult life.
That's crazy.
Yeah, wild shit. I've just been thinking about that. I'm like, yo, they have so many thousands of my goddamn dollars.
me
That's
at
where your
bowling
thought
centers.
goes.
Yeah. Ethan over here, he's like, when did I think about being friends with these people? He's like, God, there's so much fucking money at the field house.
Hey, those are the real things.
Yeah.
One track mind.
Mind always on the money. All right. I'm gonna make this an open one. Anyone answer, however you feel. How can I support all you homies into being the person that you want to be?
Money. I'll play.
Call me out on my shit.
Shit on the
Yeah.
hood of Ethan's car.
Yeah, if you do that, that's gonna help a whole lot.
Yeah.
Please.
I actually will say I don't think I get that enough. I don't get enough.
Enough shit on your hood?
No, enough like people specifically saying, "Hey, I didn't like that you did this," or "I didn't like how you did this," or something. I've been getting it more in a different way, I guess. That I won't get into, but like, I don't know. I always feel like with roommate situations that I've had, or with friendships or whatever, people just like won't say I'm doing anything wrong a lot of the time. And I mean, maybe I'm objectively not, but I would, anytime that there is something where you're like, that's kind of shitty in case he did that, or he said that, or he was that way, or whatever. A lot of the time I really don't know that I'm being shitty, and somebody letting me know would help.
This is actually what I was thinking a few questions back, where it's like the honesty question, where it's like, for me personally, I don't think I'm dishonest to anyone unless they're a bitch, and then I lie to them all the time because they're a bitch. But
Bitch.
but like there is such a thing as like dishonesty in the fact of like omission, which is like, it's similar to that, where it's like you do have a problem, but you're like, at what point do I feel like it's worth bringing up?
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not saying if I like, I don't even know an example. I say something that could be considered rude, but like nobody really cares. Like that's dumb. But just if there seems like there's like something that like, I don't know, I could learn from or something. But like pick your battles is definitely still like that matters. You don't want to be like every single time somebody does something, because then you're just gonna be a miserable person.
This is I remember being in Ethan's tiny ass closet room with him and Amanda and like one other person, and I would always bring this up where I would always be like, people just need to speak up more if something like bothers them. Like instead of like holding on to it for like a week, just say it. Because the way that I view it is that if you speak up and you say something, and it's like been the first time that you've ever done it, and like your entire friendship, I guess, and then you say something and they take it the wrong way, that's not on you. Like if they don't go away and think about it and actually like try to form an opinion on it, which I'm totally fine if they walk away, they think about it, and they still have the same opinion they had before. At least they thought about it. But like if they walk away and they just say, fuck you, I don't really want to be friends with that person. Because like if that's how they're going to view any sort of criticism, that means that they literally will not grow up. They won't move on. They won't do anything. I don't think I could do anything with them. It would bother me because I would walk up to them and they would do the exact same shit. I'm just like, all right, so you're just not going to do anything? You're just going to be fucking 16 for the rest of your life? All right, fuck it.
Hey, Duncan, fuck you.
Thanks, boo.
Yeah.
Maybe later.
Yeah, I mean, I think that makes relationships a lot stronger. Whenever one, you can call somebody out, but like as an adult and respectfully, and that they can also apologize and accept the criticism and be like, "Hey, I was out of line. I'm sorry. Here's my explanation, my reasoning. I'm having a bad day, whatever it may be," or even just not even worrying about that, but just being like, "You're right. That was unnecessary, and I'm sorry." And then it's like, yeah, cool. I'm not saying I want to fucking fight or I'm not friends with you or whatever. Like, I didn't like that. And that's it. Does anybody else have a different take?
Now, can I float an idea?
Yeah.
In the event that, you know, words just aren't enough, can we buy 2 packs of sock and boppers
and just like, duke it out?
And just, if it comes down to it, you know, 30-second rounds, 3 rounds, you know.
Yeah.
And just, you know,
let loose.
Just
all y'all so much
everyone,
so much taller than me. You probably got a reach
have,
advantage. I think I'm just gonna get fucking destroyed.
I
just spin the win every fight.
I would just duck under your spinning arms and
that's fair.
And just like
turn into a fucking Beyblade.
Let it rip.
Yeah, no, definitely gonna get some sock and boppers. We're gonna build a ring in the backyard over
more
here.
Fun than a pillow fight.
We'll just buy a blow-up house.
Do those even exist anymore?
I hope so.
I'm sure you can find something or
it's
something
not the 90s
similar
anymore.
Oh God!
Just to get the inflatable Hulk hands.
That's true. At that point, we might as well just get boxing gloves and just duke it out. Just be like, all right, we're not whoever gets knocked out.
Jeez, that'd be so bad. In the next episode of LOWBAT, someone's got a black eye.
I almost did that with somebody in high school.
Really?
It was a whole thing that was put together by like my older brother and like a bunch of people. It was like kid kept talking shit, and I was like, all right, like then like fight me.
Fight Club shit.
And then he was like, nah. And then they were like, nah, y'all gonna wear gloves and we're gonna like do a thing. And I don't remember why it didn't happen, but it didn't happen. It wasn't me. I was ready to go.
You stay with the shits. I've learned that over like time. Yeah. Like the more we talk, the more I learn. You just stay with the shits. You are ready for smoke at any and every
like
opportunity.
If someone came through the front door right now, you would throw hands.
I don't ever think about it, but like, I think to whenever like that car was pulling up on you.
Yeah.
When we were.
That's like what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and I was like, all right, what's up? Like, if I get shot, I get shot. But like,
Doing it for the homie.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like, I'm not gonna leave him out there by himself. Anyways,
Anyways, all right. This is the last card for this game.
what
which is
what are we at? What time?
like an hour 10?
Or did you do 30-45?
I did 30-45.
Oh,
Okay.
so we're at like 50.
Nah, we're at hang on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Drum roll. 1 hour.
Hey.
We just hit 1 hour.
Wow.
Oh, let's wrap this up then.
Wrap it.
That's
Or
upside
wrap
down.
it. It is
And
upside
tap
down.
it.
This is a good question. I don't want to be any part of this.
You asking?
Ooh.
I'm gonna ask Tyler.
Oh
something that's
boy.
not gonna- when do you feel that you've taken Casey for granted?
Whoa.
I
Yeah.
can see how that question
why
could
you
be
using
problematic.
me? This question
Why you gotta be
extends
so
to every single person in
rude?
this room. Everybody has to tell me. I don't have to tell shit. Tell me how you've used me.
Definitely until I got on a couple of episodes, just making this shit work. This was very much I just kind of show up and hang out for for a few hours kind of a thing.
You were using me though. Were you? Like, how so?
I don't know. It was more like I just didn't really do much of anything.
Nah, you helped. You set up lights and cameras and shit.
I've since learned it's very different being on the other side of this table,
It is.
like talking to some dude you don't really know.
It's stressful, but it's a good stress.
Other than that, I don't really know. I haven't known you. I don't think I've known you long enough to properly take you for granted yet. When the time comes, I'll make sure it's for something good, though.
Okay, I can accept that.
Yeah.
Duncan.
I'm trying to think. I don't think we like have, other than like LOWBAT, I don't think we have like too many dealings where I can like make.
I'm sure you used me at Domino's at some point.
Oh fuck! You're making me go back to Domino's.
Yeah. Think back to those traumatic days.
Traumatic days.
You
I
ever
don't-
blame anything on me? Now's the time. You ever say it was Casey?
Not at Domino's. I don't. Everything that went
Yeah,
wrong
I
at
wish.
Domino's was the existence of Domino's and no one else's fault. It was just because Domino's existed and therefore something was wrong.
God, I wish that there was something that like you got blamed for and you threw me under the bus. I would have loved to hear about that like years later, but I don't care anymore.
Yeah. I don't think I probably busted a few pizzas, but I most definitely blame someone else.
If anybody listening did work with me at Domino's and did blame me for something, I would love to hear about it. I promise I won't be mad. I just want to know.
Yeah. I'm trying to think like anything I'd like taken for granted. The only thing I can think of is like this podcast. Like you've done a lot more work than anyone else, and I feel like the entire crew has generally taken advantage of you, just from just the being the lead on it. But that's the only thing that I can think of off the top of my head. That and you generally talk to the people that we get on the shows, and fuck that. I hate it. I don't want to talk to people. So yeah, that's the only thing I think of right now.
That's fair. Fabian?
I mean, it's probably mostly going to be related to the podcast. And you see, I'm also like I'm the co-host with you, but you do so much more work. Like just with a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. I'm also a really busy dude, so like I've missed more episodes than you have. Like the tally is like 4-1 or something like that by now. So you do a lot of the brunt work between us for the podcast, but also in other instances like. I guess regarding like shows and stuff like that, like it's definitely not as bad, but like, you know, I've always expected you to be there. Like you do it you willingly, like you want to be there for a lot of things. But
Yeah,
it's just
I like your band.
but it's just like, man, like I got someone to set up my drums. Let's go.
You've always returned the favor though.
I try.
Pretty much every show that you've gone to of mine, we finish and you jump up on. Like that's like the best like community aspect of it. Is always like you finish and like 6 people will come up and just start grabbing your drums and it's just like, yo, hell yeah.
I think I
Everybody's
went
just
to
like,
go
cool.
see you one time.
Oh,
I
you
think
definitely helped me at one point.
we filmed you,
Yeah.
and I helped you take the kit down. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good memory. I like that
Ethan?
memory. Ethan, he has to unmute. Hold.
It wasn't muted.
Kinky.
You cannot mute me.
It wasn't.
I have a
muted.
response after all of this, by the way.
I'm excited.
That's why I'm asking everybody. But
I don't really have a good answer. I just sat there and thought about it, like all these questions, because I don't do any introspective thinking that's healthy.
Same.
therapy would be a good investment.
So I'm gonna go with what everyone else said and just say the podcast has an easy scapegoat because you guys called on me and I waved at you not to, but you did it anyway.
Yeah,
So there you go.
Sat there and did this.
There's a reason.
I
they
didn't
sit
know
over
what that
here.
finger was for.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and say right now, not only do I not feel like I've been used by any of you guys, I use all of you. Absolutely, I do. The podcast is something that I've wanted to do for a very long time, and I would not be able to do it with every other person here. And every time that you guys have like literally right now, you guys sitting here, or when we've had a guest and we've needed somebody to sit in, Ethan running it, all of the gear, like LOWBAT in general, like all of this has been provided to me for my idea. So this isn't like it's completely reversed. Like none of y'all have used me for that. I use every one of y'all motherfuckers every single week to make my dream, my things happen.
Just, you know, this is like when the evil villain like tells their plan.
Well, I mean, like
Before.
I've said it to Ethan so many times, like in his room fucking conversations that we have all the time, that like I've always been like super grateful for like you two, Amanda, like everybody in the crew that has been willing to fill in or sit on a guest episode or on a crew episode or anything, because like realistically this is like us two and then and Ethan, like that was the core people that wanted to do this, and you guys are like maybe you don't want to or didn't want to, and so I always was like, anytime you guys are willing to sit in, I was always blown away and super grateful for that. And I've learned that you guys enjoy doing it and actually kind of want to sometimes. And excuse me, so that's really cool.
Hey, yo, when this episode done, I'm about to hug the fuck out of all you. Real talk, y'all about to get
These cards,
smothered
man.
with love, bro.
Group hugs after the episode.
I'm saying.
But yeah, no, 100%. I've utilized everybody here, all the equipment. If it was just me and none of you guys were here, there would not be a pod. There's a reason why there hasn't been a podcast this entire time. I've wanted to do one for years, like I said. It hasn't happened until now because this collective. I wasn't willing to like set up a GoPro and record. Like I just wasn't willing to. I could run everything myself and buy stuff, but I didn't want to. Oh yeah, LOWBAT. These mugs are not for sale.
Yet.
Not yet.
Stop
anyway.
asking.
Not yet.
No, at some point they will. We'll figure that out. But yeah, that's my response.
Nice.
Anybody have anything else they wanna say?
So I genuinely didn't feel like I've taken you for granted or like used you like that, but that was my humble answer. Instead of just being like, no, I've never fucking taken Casey for granted. The fuck you talking about with this question?
Huh?
Never mind.
Yeah,
What?
that point confused me.
I'm confused. You okay over there?
No.
You know what's real upsetting?
very
is I
tired.
feel like what he said made exact sense, but exactly we're all really fucking
Yeah,
tired.
that's
right?
honestly
Yeah.
it. So yeah,
I feel bad. I want to understand.
I wanna know it. I wanna see those people.
we'll do that afterwards. We're
Okay.
all tired. Let's rest. Let's let's get done.
What time
Wrap
is
this
it?
up. It's 11:33. I'm so fucking tired. So yes, thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Tyler and Duncan, for sitting in for this emergency episode. I guess
Gang.
It ended
Yeah.
up turning very wholesome. So I really enjoyed that.
This game is rough. I don't know if I want to play this game ever.
Oh,
again.
it's coming back.
Oh, Jesus.
Thanks everyone tuning in, and have a
Hug
good
someone
one.
you love.
Peace out, y'all.
Have you used anyone in your life?